Oh boy, woo-wee! It's drama day, my friends. Today we have a story on Twitch versus Kick. Now, basically, if you don't know what this is, Kick is a new streaming platform that everybody's hopping on, man. Everybody's on this thing. It's, pretty new. It's only been around the block for a couple months, whereas Twitch, I'm sure everybody knows what Twitch is. It's been on the block for over a decade, man. Everybody streams on Twitch, and Twitch has been making a lot of horrible business decisions lately, which has caused, their streamers to want to kind of leave the platform. So what is this drama even about? Why is there drama between streaming platforms? Because at first glance, it sounds kind of stupid. It's like Xbox versus PlayStation. Like, who cares? You know what I mean? Well, this is because of where Kick gets its money, right? So Kick is owned by a company called Stake, and Stake is an online crypto gambling casino where you can, gamble with like Ethereum and Bitcoin and, just a bunch of different crypto coins. You can do, roulette, slots. They have a ton of slot machines, you know what I mean? So it's just an online gambling casino, and people are turned off by Stake because they believe that, it's gambling is just bad in general. So what Stake did, because Stake didn't have Kick forever, Stake was its own entity, its own company. What they've had for a long time is they would pay streamers on Twitch to gamble on their website, right? I've heard reports that they'd pay some streamers like $5 million a month, which is absolute insanity, but they would pay them to gamble. And so a lot of streamers didn't like that. A lot of viewers themselves didn't like that. They thought it was really immoral, unethical, because essentially their argument is that when you're doing this, you are sending your viewers over to that website, right? You're sending your viewers over to this gambling website, and the website itself is hoping by sending you this money that they're going to get a return on that investment and that your viewers will gamble and they'll, make their money back. So Twitch caught wind of this and they banned gambling on the website. So Stake decided, okay, well, we'll make our own streaming platform because everybody's getting upset with a bunch of like Twitch decisions. Twitch is cutting down on a lot of people's like monetary gain, the way that creators earn money, how big of an ad they can put on their stream, stuff like that. So they made their own platform called Kick. And as an even bigger fuck you to Twitch, they decided to sign a bunch of the top Twitch streamers. Aiden Ross, I think they signed him for about 150 million. XQC, they signed him for 100 million. Amaranth, I think they signed for like 30 million. Dr. Disrespect is even asking for 50 million. And there's also a verified Ludwig account on Kick. I would imagine that's him. I don't know why they would verify, an account with a streamer's name that doesn't have any streams. So I would imagine that's Ludwig, and he's going to be announced that he will be signing over to Kick here soon. And so, that's fine. That's still like not a ton of drama. But what really sparked this drama is what Pokimane said on her stream recently, where a viewer asked her if she would join Kick for $10 million.
Nope. No, and it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money? Something about that is so cringe to me personally. Like I understand, if you need to make money, right? For me to do cringe shit when I have I can't. Like, ew. Can someone put this into words better than I can? It's almost embarrassing.
Now, I'm going to give my own take on this, and I just think it's absolutely laughable. Pokimane's take implies that anyone who signs to Kick is immoral or unethical. When she was, approached that this is what it was like, she was like, oh no, like in XQC's stance, right? XQC is somebody who always gambles. He's taken Stake deals. He gambled on Stake before Stake even had Twitch. And yeah, I mean, obviously that makes sense for him to do that. But with her take saying that she's not going to compromise her morals and ethics for more money, that implies that anybody who signs to Kick is compromising their morals and ethics for money, which is so funny to me, while simultaneously ignoring the fact that Amazon has a deal with DraftKings, which is sports gambling. DraftKings is sports gambling, and Amazon has horrible working conditions and just does a lot of evil practices in general. It's really laughable to then see gambling and be like, oh my God, this is horrible, this is bad, this is the worst thing ever, while then being on Twitch and being like, yeah, I'm not going to sign over to Kick because that's a horrible thing. Like, it's crazy to me. Gambling equals worst platform ever, can't do any right in my eyes. Twitch, where there's like literally human rights abuses. Oh, this is fine. I'm not going to say anything about this. I think it's unbelievably stupid. And ultimately, it doesn't really matter that Kick gets its money from gambling, because Kick, and they may do this in the future, but right now, Stake is not anywhere on their website other than the gambling section. There's a bunch of sections when you're on a live streaming platform. You can go on the Red Dead Redemption game section, or the Dead by Daylight section, or the Only Up section. They also have a slots and casino section, and that's where, people, if they want to, play Stake. They don't have ads for Stake on the entire platform. You will only see Stake in the gambling section, which shows that right now Kick seems to only care about doing stuff in the live streaming business, and they are completely separating their two companies, which is a really good thing. And I really wish that when people were given this kind of information, they would just admit that they're wrong, instead of like doubling down and not really seeing a vision of what the future could be. I feel like when people say this kind of stuff, that Kick is a bad platform and it shouldn't succeed, don't really have a vision for like the future. You know what I mean? Like, Kick could genuinely be bigger than Twitch. That's actually totally possible right now. And that's a good thing, for there to be competition in the live streaming space, right? There currently is really no competition. YouTube is not much of a live streaming platform, right? Almost nobody does it on YouTube. Absolutely nobody does it on Facebook Marketplace, or not Facebook Marketplace, but Facebook in general. When streamers get signed to Facebook, it's like a vacation. They go over there and stream for 2 years and pray to God that when they come back to Twitch, they'll actually have an audience and not lose it all. So Facebook isn't even a part of the equation. So Los Pollos responded to this and said, you just insulted not only an entire platform, but all the people who chose to stream on it, while simultaneously implying you're a better person than all of them too. I don't know you personally, but from the way you talk, you seem like a mean, nasty, bitter, unpleasant person. And Austinox, which is Hasanabi's editor, said that that's not what Pokey was saying, but I'll say it. Anyone who streams on Kick is working for an illegal gambling subsidiary, selling out their audience for a cash grab. You are bad people, and there's a reason they're dropping millions to convert your viewers into addicts. Now I'm going to give my own take about this. I think it's really stupid to be like, okay, anybody who signs like a gambling deal is a bad person because their viewers are going to go gamble. Like, I don't know, dude. I feel like you've got to have some own problems, and you got to like see a therapist or something. If you see someone doing something on your screen and then you think, oh yeah, I want to do it. I know this is like a super big problem, but it's just something that, unfortunately, I've never understood. Maybe this is a bigger deal than I think it is, but I am not like this at all. I've never done drugs in my entire life. Nothing. I've never even consumed alcohol, So anytime I see anyone doing anything, it doesn't, in my mind, make me think, oh yeah, I want to do this. I want to try this out. That doesn't happen to me. And it especially wouldn't happen when it comes to money. Because, I think alcohol and maybe like weed or something are a bit different than throwing your life savings into a gambling website. And I think anybody that sees a streamer, or anybody in general, gambling and then thinks, oh yeah, I'm going to throw all my money into this, is just a silly person, And I don't really think that should be the streamer's fault if somebody decides to do that, They're going to figure out, there's gambling all over the world. If they don't do it with Stake, they're going to do it somewhere else, and it doesn't make it right, that the streamer did it, but at the same time, it's like, I just don't really feel like it's their fault. So Moist Critical responded to this, and he basically gave the same kind of take that I did, and he said Amazon is also an evil company with countless human rights violations and exploitation, so why is it morally okay to directly convert your audience to Amazon Prime subscribers for Twitch viewing benefits? Twitch has Amazon advertised everywhere and incentivizes your audience to buy their services while watching you. Stake isn't advertised anywhere on Kick right now except in the gambling gambling category. So a streamer that is just doing normal gambling outside of that category never exposes their audience to stake. Meanwhile, on Twitch, your viewers are constantly having Amazon shoved down their throats no matter what, thus supporting an evil company. I think streaming contracts are also better for your audience regardless of platform, because then you don't have to rely on your viewers giving you money through subs or donations, which I think everyone can agree is a good thing. Being able to turn subs and donations off so viewers can just enjoy the content without feeling the need to pay would be great for everyone. I imagine most streamers would love not to take money from their fans, and streaming contracts would eliminate that need. That was a big mouthful. Sorry about that. But yeah, Austin Knox replied to this take and he said, "You didn't have to go over the word limit to say you can't tell the difference between a site that's only a digital slot machines and a site where people buy laundry detergent." This is crazy to me. I actually responded to this because I thought this was the dumbest take I've ever seen in my life. I said, people like this are so annoying. Bro, just admit that you're wrong. And in his eyes, this is what I think. In his eyes, it's like gambling equals horrible company, evil, can't make a good streaming platform. Amazon, which literally has like horrible conditions, evil practices, to him equals people buy laundry detergent. I said, why the fuck is this guy going to bat so hard for Amazon? Which is true. Like, in my eyes, I don't think you're a bad person for streaming on either of these websites. And I just don't understand why people take the moral high ground like they're this great moral, super ethical person because they're streaming on Twitch as opposed to Kick. I think it's so stupid, and I think these people are honestly just arguing to argue. There's no argument to be had. You can just admit you're wrong, man. Like, nobody's going to make fun of you because you admitted you're wrong. That's a super mature and grown-up thing to do. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about this. This was just a crazy situation, and yeah, thanks for watching.